This is the matter of application 110/20XX. Jane Simons, landlord, against Jake Wolf, the tenant, concerning a bond claim for cleaning costs at 156 Barton Lane, Azure Beach. Ellen Chu, you are representing the landlord, and Mr. Wolf, you're representing yourself. Is that correct?
Yes, tribunal member, that is correct.
Yes, sir.
I note that conciliation was unsuccessful. The sole issue before the tribunal is the landlord's claim for $450 from the bond for cleaning costs following the end of the tenancy on the 17th of April 20XX. Ms. Chu, before you begin, can you clarify how you wish to submit your documentary evidence? Have all documents been exchanged with the respondent?
Thank you, tribunal member. Yes, all documents have been exchanged. We have provided the respondent with copies of the tenancy agreement, ingoing and outgoing condition reports, cleaning invoice and supporting photographs. I can submit our file copies now if that is the tribunal's procedure.
Thank you. Please hand up your documents, starting with the application, the tenancy agreement, and the outgoing condition report.
Pretend I give you the documents.
Thank you, Ms. Chu. Please outline the case for the landlord clearly and concisely.
Thank you. The landlord, Jane Simmons, seeks an order that $450 be deducted from the bond to cover the cost of professional cleaning. The lease commenced on the 10th of November 2000XX and the property was vacated on the 17th of April 2000XX. Rent was paid up to the vacate date, so this claim is solely regarding the cleanliness of the premises. Our case is based on the tenant's obligation under the Act to leave the premises in a condition reasonably clean, having regard to the condition at the start of the tenancy. The outgoing condition report, completed on the 18th of April 2000XX, clearly shows that the standard was not met in several key areas which were found to be dirty. 1. The kitchen had heavy grease build-up in the oven and on the stovetop elements and the crumbs in the grill tray. 2. Ensuite basin, vanity and mirror were all dirty with hair, soap and scum. Lounge room carpet was dirty and there was mould on the inside of the windows. We wrote to the tenant and verbally requested he rectify these issues, but he declined. We were then obliged to engage a professional cleaner, Cleaner Steamed Cleaning, whose invoice dated 27th of April 2000XX totals $450, GST inclusive, for addressing these specific failures. We submit this amount is reasonable and necessary to restore the property to a reasonably clean condition for the next tenant.
Thank you, Ms. Chu. Mr. Wolf, the tribunal has the landlord's evidence. You may now present your submissions.
Thank you, sir. I acknowledge I was behind the rent earlier because I've been very unwell and struggling to meet medical and moving costs. I know the rules, but I did the cleaning myself. I honestly feel the property was left in a satisfactory condition, and I truly believe it is in better condition now than when I moved in. I simply cannot afford any additional cleaning costs, and I urge the tribunal not to make the order for $450.
Ms. Chu, you have heard the respondent's submissions. He claims the property was left in a satisfactory condition. He was unwell, and he cannot afford the cleaning cost. How does the applicant respond to these points?
Thank you, tribunal member. While we sympathise with Mr. Wolf's personal circumstances regarding his health, under the Act, the tenant's financial hardship or illness does not relieve him of the legal obligation to leave the property in a reasonably clean state. This is a claim for costs incurred due to a breach of the tenancy agreement, not a claim for rent arrears, which have already been cleared. Regarding his claim that the property was left in a satisfactory condition, there's documented evidence, the outgoing condition report and the accompanying photographs clearly contradict this assertion. The oven was not just slightly dirty, it had a large build-up of grease. The ensuite had hair and soap scum. These are matters of fact documented the day after vacating. The $450 invoice directly corresponds to rectify these documented cleaning breaches. We submit that his feeling that the property was cleaner is subjective, whereas our evidence is objective and quantifiable.
Mr. Wolf, do you have anything further to add regarding the condition of the premises?
No, sir, I've said all I can.
Ms. Chu, do you have any final remarks?
Only to reiterate, tribunal tribunal member that the landlord has established on the balance of probabilities that the tenant breached their cleaning obligation, that a cost of $450 was necessary and reasonably incurred to remedy the breach, and we seek an order for the deduction of the full amount from the bond.
Thank you, Ms. Chu. Thank you, Mr. Wolf. The tribunal has the documents and has heard the submissions. I will now reserve my decision. You will both be notified in writing of the orders made, which will address whether the $450 deduction for cleaning can be made from the bond. The hearing is now adjourned.
We stand while the member leaves. Thank you.